and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Life, Love, and Spirituality. Today we're going to talk about fake news. We live in an era where virtually nothing is clear, whether it is fake or whether it is real. Politicians on both sides of the aisle claim fake news, false accusations, and fabricated stories. With the advent of computer animation, photographs that are enhanced, and artificial intelligence, we literally don't know whether what we're watching is real or not. It kind of turns our heads upside down as we wonder, is this really happening or is this just some alternate reality? Not long ago, I was scrolling on my phone and I started to watch this very disturbing video. It appeared to be a plane that was on fire and was looking for some place to land. And without it, it was going to crash. I watched it, and I watched it, and I watched it, and you guessed it. I eventually realized it was a computer animated video. This plane was not going to land or never going to crash. I felt so stupid and livid at my gullibility and the total waste of my time. Perhaps you've had the same thing happen to you. And I would imagine that you probably have, because in our world, these things are only going to get more so as we go into the future. And so today I'd like to talk about the fact that there really isn't a very hard standard on whether what we're watching is real or not. I was reminded of the song by the great English 1960s rock band, The Who, and the name of the song was Won't Be Fooled Again. Interestingly, that song was about the fact that despite the social revolution of the 1960s, that the future leaders following that revolution were going to be as corrupt as the former leaders. Does that sound familiar? And so I'm very, very careful as to what I post on my social media. I don't like to share many things because I'm not sure if they're real or not. But what I do share are things that I know are real, that won't ever change. They're inspiring, they're uplifting, and they're encouraging. And so you may be wondering, what is there in this world that will never change? I'm glad you asked. The answer to that is the love of God never, ever changes. God is someone you can count on today, yesterday, tomorrow. He will always love you. In the book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 19, it says, God is not a man that he should lie, or a human who changes his mind. What he says he will do, and what he promises he will fulfill. And in the book of Hebrews, from the Complete Jewish Bible, it says, Yeshua, the Messiah, the same yesterday, today, and forever. Isn't that incredible that you know you can count on something that will never change, someone that will never change? I find that absolutely incredible, especially if you've come from a background where things were always changing and unstable and you just really had so much uncertainty in your life. So I want to encourage you, if you are looking for something that is real, something that is stable, something and someone that never changes, I encourage you to look to God. Look to him and talk to him as your best friend, because that's who he is, and that's who he wants to be for you. If these videos and what I'm sharing today is encouraging to you, I'd like to ask you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, also following me on Facebook as Deborah Markowitz Solon, checking out my podcasts, and all of these tabs can be found on the bottom of my homepage of my website, hisloveenduresforever.net. So until we meet again, I pray the chesed of God, his everlasting, never-changing, overwhelming love and mercy to fill your life and your heart.